Well, I've been sitting here on this dock by the bay, watching my blue skies turn to gray. Didn't know if I should run or stay. So I pulled up Mike's weather page, 'cause Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. Well, I admit that I had one or a few, 'cause I was down and I was feeling blue. But then I clicked on Mike's fan page. I saw all my friends now, I'm okay. 'Cause Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. We all know Mike's a real fun guy. He'll track the storms as they blow by. But when the drunk donkey comes out to play, Miss Julie, take its phone away, 'cause Mike's weather page. You know,
hey, what's happening, everybody? It's 8 o'clock.
Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. Well, there's Louie and Hunter too.
What's up, Ken? What's up, Susan? I'm starting to see people. What's up? Marie going to Nassau, Jennifer, Melbourne, Kathy, Pensacola, Bill Lauderdale. This is like 9:19. I see some familiar people. Sandra, how can I make the page bigger? I don't know. We did 8, Shelly. That's where I can go out and have some dinner. Alright, I am not drinking yet, Cody. I am drinking Diet Mountain Dew. I have ran out of Celsius. Drum roll. Oh, that is the coolest tune, man. I have to admit, when we first got that song from Andy, it had to grow on me, and it has grown on me. I like it. Good old Andy Simmons. We have 7 songs now. We can start our own Pandora channel. Remember the original, Back in the Cone Again? So, yeah, what's cooking? We're going to talk a little bit about the tropics. We're not going to go as long as we do in the mornings. Try to give everybody up to date on what's going on. What's up, Eric? Bill, Ellen, Kat, Jennifer, Loretta Reed over there on YouTube today. Shawanda, Weather Nerds. That's a good website, by the way. Weather Nerds. Dale, we might be going over to St. Augustine, depending on where this sucker goes. Cool, man. Well, hey, welcome to Mike's Weather Page. This is our blogging, non-official hype channel of the Facebook world and YouTube. I already got the Fred Flintstone graphic ready, by the way. Check this out. Let's see, where is it? Fred. Look, you saw it first. As soon as they name it, that's getting posted. Fred and Wilma. Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, tropics are getting a little woke up. We got no jar. Yeah, Matt. I guess I was drinking last night, posting about the jar. Mountain Dew tonight, promise. Hey, by the way, real quick, Shelly sent me my media card. Look what she made me. That is so cool, Shelly. Storm data collector. That is neat. And I'm going to put it in a lanyard for this weekend coming up. I missed that song too, Rick. But I got to support Andy. We're trying to figure out a way to get it, buy it. There's not a Wilma this year. I think it's a Wanda. Wanda's coming up this year, not a Wilma. A lot of bad memories of Wilma. Wilma was a big one. I don't know, they might have retired Wilma. I don't know. That Kathy, what's up? Watching on YouTube. All right. Well, listen, we're gonna do this quick. I don't have the dogs in the morning and try to ramble to the point. Big thanks to ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Though I always like to mention to them, they came to me a couple years ago. Support the show. Appreciate that. Here's the latest and the greatest. What do we got here? So PTC is just another word for potential storm. I hate the word cyclone because cyclone, yo, it's 9:19, buddy. You slept all night. What's up, Ann, Lake County? So cyclone is a very scary word, I think. Cyclone sounds like a hurricane. Cyclone could be a tropical depression. So PTC just means potential tropical system. Cyclone's a little scary. But they do expect it to be Fred soon. Maybe by 11 o'clock this evening, they're going to designate it Fred, possibly. So we might get some tropical storm warnings up for Virgin Island, Puerto Rico, possibly DR, Hispaniola area. Yellow means tropical storm watches. So that's the new track. They'll have a new track at 11. No track at 8. New track at 11. What's up, Dale? What's up, Lori? Doing good. That's right, Melissa. I think cyclone's scary. That's a hype word, man, if you ask me. I like words like moist and spinach and Fred. All right, so let's go to the interactive site real quick, kind of show you what's going on. I like this one. You can zoom in on it. This is on the NHC site. So the big question is this. I've been talking about it for a long time, but how much land interaction are we going to get? That's the big question of the century. All right, so you know, and I got these mountains pulled up. Let's show you this. I thought I'd be extra cool today and do some cool stuff. I found a map of the mountains, and here's your Hispaniola, and right here, 10,000, 8,000 feet mountaintops. So systems have a hard time crossing over Hispaniola. They disrupt the center of circulation. The center of circulation on the lower levels sometimes get disrupted. I've seen it not. I've seen 500 millibar systems continue on and then reform the center back over water. But you're going to hear a lot about land interaction, and that's what it means. As our system tracks something like that, it's going to be, sucking in some dry air and having a hard time. So not the most ideal surroundings when you got that much land interaction. Eastern Cuba has some high mountaintops too. So this area right here, a lot of mountains. Once you get over to eastern or western Cuba, things flatten out a lot. That's why we've seen a lot of storms over the years have zero issue going across Cuba. But this is when you start hearing land interaction. The lower level spin of a system actually can get broke up by mountains. So you'll hear a lot about that. And I posted a graphic earlier asking how many people are watching from Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. A lot. I had like 300 people. So I added on the site. This is San Juan, Puerto Rico National Weather Service page. So if you go back to my site here and refresh, right under the PTC, Puerto Rico and Virgin Island weather. So there's a direct link right there for you guys and gals. Guys and gals. And of course, the webpage is updated, spaghetti models, and we should get some 00Zs out. Let's just look at that real quick. Let's go to Levi's site. Take a look at the latest and greatest spaghetti models. All right, here is the thinking of a lot of models, and we'll just leave it there for a second. So we've seen this little trend on the western side of Florida now pretty consistently. We've seen a little wiggle, a little wobble, a little windshield wiper effect, a little flip-flopping, but models are very consistent. As a matter of fact, if you go back to earlier today, I put together a nice little graphic here showing all four model runs from the 12Z. And I'll pull this up real quick. And surprisingly, CMC, West Coast of Florida, or that's a GFS, CMC, West Coast of Florida, Icon, West Coast of Florida, and the Euro, West Coast of Florida. So that's pretty good model agreement. But look at the pressures. 1006, 1010, 1008. So right now, not seeing a lot of reason to worry about a high wind event, okay? Right now. My only thinking is that if this thing stays north of Cuba, it's going to have a day or two to try to intensify. And I've seen plenty of systems intensify when they weren't supposed to. So just, mid-level is going to be very interesting to watch. And when I say mid-level, here's the current winds. And let's go to 850. There's Barbados. There's the Lesser Antilles. They call this an elongated low. It's not completely closed off yet. A little bit of sign of circulation coming up. But you got this elongated low. And 500 millibar starting to tighten up a little bit. 700 a little bit. There's your 700 millibar. But if this 500 millibar closes off and it's tight, then it'll have a better chance to go over those mountains and come back. I got some other maps I added. So if you go back to the website and look at right here, PT6 wind analysis. A lot of folks like this graphic, PTC wind analysis. This one is this one here, and it's kind of a lot of satellite-derived wind maps. You can kind of follow along, get an idea where circulation is, what kind of wind speeds. It's kind of neat. Wind scat data and final analysis. So added that, and right now the H-Wharf is running. I kind of wanted to see this. Oh, Jason, you read my mind. Shelly, man, you've been a rock star, by the way. Jamie's been helping. Sandy, Christy, I think. Golly, Shelly, tell me, do a shout out to everybody that's been helping you. I'm terrible with what's going on, but Shelly, we've been doing this transition to a different Facebook page, and it's a big old headache. But she's tackled it really good. So bear with us on that. We're making a new Facebook page for supporters on both YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Anybody else that doesn't want to be on social media can still be a supporter and have a cool chat. And the cool thing for me is I can see it more now on my feed. I didn't see the other feed. Now I'm answering more, which is great. I can actually interact more, which I'm excited about. So Tamara's cheering for the sidelines. Celsius weekend, Jim. No camping planned yet. So 11 o'clock we get a new advisory. If we get Fred, likely it'll be at 11. I doubt they would do it any other time, 11 or 5 a.m. Here's the latest H-Wharf. Okay, so let's rewind it. I love the H-Wharf. Some people think it's hyping, but man, I'm telling you what, the H-Wharf last year was phenomenal. So far, this storm has proved one thing correct. The Icon and CMC have been extremely consistent, and they have not wiggled around. They've been very consistent. Last year, they were really consistent. The H-Wharf last year was really good on predicting intensity. Mark, I knew someone was going to ask that. I have to show you. I can't get away with it. I should have had a see-through cup. Now, this was in the garage. It was hot. So I had to put ice in it. I swear to God. It's Mountain Dew. I promise. All right, so the H-Wharf. So the reason I'm showing this is it's kind of like what could happen. And the H-Wharf, let's see what it does. All right, so the immediate concern, of course, is Puerto Rico. And I've seen anything from a low-end hurricane to a middle tropical storm. So we got anybody watching in Puerto Rico. Tomorrow, things start going downhill. Landfall tomorrow night late. Could be overnight hours tomorrow night, Tuesday night into Wednesday. And the latest H-Wharf showing 66, 67 knots. That's pretty, and it's going to skirt barely right by. Doesn't really make direct landfall in this run. But it's close enough to really, 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 really watch. So high-end tropical storm, you can argue 997 pressure. Latest H-Wharf goes right into Dominican Republic here, and obviously it's going to weaken some. What to do on the other side, this is what we got to watch. Far enough north to Cuba, this would be the only really true scenario if this thing is going to strengthen. So I did a little chart earlier today saying more than likely it's going to weaken around Hispaniola, but it's the question mark north of Cuba what it does. Because north of Cuba to Florida, if it stays north of Cuba, then it's going to have a little window to re-intensify. So here's the latest. I haven't even looked at it. I don't know. Let's see. So it stays a little north of Cuba. Remember what Irma did? Well, you got a little, kind of got a little organized there. Just stopped. So that is a hurricane. Weak, still a hurricane. This thing stays north of Cuba, then we're going to have to watch for a little more intensification than what's being shown. Remember, just one model, no reason to get all worked up. Timing would be Saturday morning right here. Friday night, expected winds are going to start reaching the Keys Friday night as far as windy conditions. But that's pretty, there's estimated radar. Now, I'm only showing you this because it did phenomenal last year. I'm not going to... Back in the day, people would share the Canadian model, and it would be bad because they nicknamed CMC constantly making canes because it was so bad. But it's good now. So we'll see what that one does. All right, so let's look at the other models. So the other models here. Okay, let's take a current look too. This is a good satellite, weathernerds.org, and you can see. I posted earlier. It's getting that look, getting some outflow. Even though it doesn't have a tight vorticity, it's still kind of got that look a little bit. Another site you can go to is a DuPage site here, and we can see a really good. And I listen on 99% of the time I'm reading comments, but I just want to really get the nitty gritty tonight, and then tomorrow morning we'll slow it down and chat a little bit more. But if I'm not ignoring you, it'd be rude. If you think I am. Shelly. So let's leave this up. All right, so here is the latest. This is a great site, College DuPage here, weather.cod.edu. And you kind of see the spin, and you see the convection. It's trying. Pressures are lowering. That's what happens. So that's why we have tropical storm watches up. That's why we're watching it down the road. So Bermuda. You guys are talking about past storms, I see. Elizabeth's talking about vodka. What's up with that? Stronger storms do turn north. However, Banjo, we got a pretty strong high-pressure system right now. Storms have... prime example of the MJO. I've seen this so many times. But Florida today, look at this. This is partly due to the MJO. And you can argue that it's not... But when we have, we're not going to get to hear Julie snoring because she's not on the couch tonight. But storms are popping in Florida tonight, and that's definitely partly due to the MJO. And MJO enables thunderstorms to grow upwards, and I see it a lot. Just normal afternoon storms. And you know where else you're going to see it? Check this out. I didn't even look yet. Right here. Look at this. Look at all this lightning across Mexico. You always see that a lot too. You always see a lot of activity at nighttime when we have this enhanced MJO. And it's pretty amazing to see all the lightning across Mexico in the storms down here. So anyway, I'm not going to spend too much time. We talk about the MJO all the time. We're in an enhanced stage of that MJO, and we are for 2 weeks probably. Here's Michael Ventress site, and somebody asked about the Virgin Islands. We'll take a look at that. So we'll zoom in a little closer. But there you go. So purples and blues are enhanced MJO. Let's go back to. Got some folks in Virgin Islands worried here. Let's take a look. So. It's going to pass to the south, but you're going to get some strong bands. This is mid-morning for you, so it could start as early as daybreak. Here's technically daybreak, a little bit before. So squally weather. We don't have any organized winds. This is still 1,001 millibar on the H-Wharf. These things take time to develop, so... I don't want to say what your normal thunderstorms are down there, but with 1,001, you're going to get some outer bands. But as far as a direct hit from a potential hurricane, it's going to stay to the south, I believe, and not be that strong yet. So, and it should be gone. by tomorrow evening. So your worst weather is going to be in the morning hours, and by afternoon it should be passing by. So, Kyle, Elsa's a good point. You're under tropical storm watch in Virgin Islands. Yes, could be warnings tonight at 11. So definitely pay attention. Elsa, yeah. Well, everybody's comparing this to Elsa. The only difference with Elsa was, one, pressures never dropped, I don't believe, below 1,000. If they did, it might have been for a brief stint. And again, I'm crazy talking about his MJO, but Elsa completely went squash anytime it tried to get convection going. So we're in a different phase here. This one, a little better environment. There is going to be an approaching front coming down over the weekend. So why is this thing going north? Well, because we have a frontal boundary setting up Friday. Remember, this is the year of the fronts, right? Look at this front. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. The official surface chart is actually showing maybe landfall, Big Bend scooting here. But anytime you get a weakness in the... let's get a map here. It's really cool to show. Let's just click on this maybe. I don't know. That's a little... I guess we can do it with that one, just to get it over with. When we don't have any fronts coming down, okay, we got a strong Bermuda high pressure system, and sometimes it extends even into the Gulf of Mexico. So when we have a super duper high pressure system, storms typically have a better chance to get into the Gulf, Texas, even Mexico. Keep on trucking west. Go west, young man. Okay, but when we get these fronts, like late in the season, the fronts actually weaken the high, and we get a break in the high pressure system, and systems have more of a chance to turn. So that's kind of what happened with Elsa. So we have an approaching front. It's picking up our system, and going back to spaghetti models, right here, we're going to be getting this high pressure track along, and then an eventual pull to the north, and an eventual turn and approach to that front. And again, timing would be like Friday, let's say. I'm just guessing, position Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's just really pushing accuracy, but just to give you a ballpark. And you can see that on the rain maps. Let's check out the rain map. It has a map. Well, let's see. We can probably see. Let's see if they're out yet. The WPC map. How far out does that go? Let's see. Not sure. We can go daily total. Let's see. 24-hour rains. It's only going to go out. Oh, it did. Okay. So we're in that time window now. So let's fast forward. This 24-hour rains. All right. So here's Thursday rains. Right? Look at the big blob coming. Friday rains. Friday rains are inching up. Saturday rains. Boom. So I have a lot of people, a lot of softball friends. I'm like, listen, Saturday, at least in Tampa Bay, might not be so bad. South Florida, it's going to be inching up on us, or you down there. Sunday, pretty much the whole peninsula. Now, if this thing trucks, some of the modeling yesterday had it go this way. If it did something crazy like that, we wouldn't have a lot of rain on the West Coast. But this is the official forecast, and that's Sunday rains. And then Monday rains. So the reason I wanted to show this is we have two pockets of rain. This rain is your front, and this rain is your possibly Fred pulling up and getting sucked into the approaching front. So we'll have two areas of rain Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and that's going to be because of that approaching front that this thing's going to get pulled up into. That's usually like an October pattern where you see these things get pulled up and catch up to an approaching front. So it's kind of odd to see that, but we are seeing that, and expect the unexpected. But here is Sunday rains, and this only goes out Monday rains. So leftover Fred rains, frontal rains. So I hope that made sense. I guess we could. Oh, we did the intensity. What else we got? Weaker storm goes west. Correct, Heather. Mark, good Hurricane Hunter beer, man. Taking the nation by storm. Tony, the Hebert effect. Hebert box. I hope I'm saying it right. Last year, you guys corrected me on that. I don't know if it's Hebert. I have a friend from Canada, eh? Hebert. So here's the Hebert box. Theory is for Florida, for South Florida, that I can't use my little pointer, but well, maybe if I could copy the address, it'll work. Let's try it like that. It works. So anything goes in this box, in theory. It was the National Weather Service forecaster in the 70s. His last name was Hebert. Predicted or showed that any storm in this box is affected South Florida. And so far, it's coming to light. So there's a look at it. Not officially a name storm yet. Still PTC, bubbling away. Land interaction. Here, let's finish out the latest HWRF. Show the worst case scenario. And 979. Take it for what it's worth. And crosses up. You got to remember, even the Euro's kind of doing this number. So it's kind of, doing that track. But it's fun to see the rain potential with these HWRF high resolution models. This would be overnight Saturday night into Sunday. This would be Saturday night potential. Now the last HWRF before that one ran a little bit tick. Why are they not pulling up? Oh, now we're back to 6. Now we got to go back to. Oh, they're not saved. That's weird. Huh. But anyway. All right, so the other models, again, nobody's predicting that yet. Everybody likes to point these out. I don't like them at all, but they're there. A lot of people like them. But you can start to see they're actually trending a little bit higher once we get past the landfall of Hispaniola. So only one taking it to hurricane. So if you want to go with the majority of models, they're showing high-end tropical storm. Even the NHC showing it as 45 miles an hour when it's by the Keys. But we all know that they start out a little conservative sometimes. But there you go. There's a possibility. That would be 2 p.m. August 14th. That's Saturday, I assume. Yes. So 2 p.m. Saturday. That's where the official forecast is as of now. We got a new forecast coming out at 11. And I suspect we'll start to see this curve. So let's do the famous drawing here. I think this will end up looking more like that, with a line like that. So we're going to start to see this thing turn. So yeah. Kyle, what about flying out of Miami on Friday? Should be fine, Vanna. You should be fine. Fine. No problem. Our ship. Hey, what's up, Chris? Hey, what's up, Brent? Who's ready for the cruise, man? We'll talk about the cruise tomorrow. MWPcruise.com. We're going to have some special shirts called Hypers. What's up? Hey, thanks for the stars, everybody. Who was that? Brent? Thanks, Brent. All right, so there you go. That's it in a wrap. 11 o'clock we'll have a new advisory. It's not going to be a stalling event. Some of the rain maps I showed, pockets of rain. I guess we can show that real quick. Just the worst case scenario. We'll look at the Euro, pull up southeast, and just get an idea here real quick what kind of rainfall we can get. Now there's a beautiful path. Now that's a combination here of frontal juice and tropical juice. But you can see the path. Pretty cool, right? Rains through Monday morning. Anything red is 3, 4, 5 inches. White spots 7 to 8 inches. That's the Euro thinking. Again, this is Monday, but then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we got that front hanging out, and we're going to get more action. This is rainfall through Wednesday. Again, Panhandle likely, east side. Remember, everything on the system is always on the east side. So even if this thing makes a beeline charge to the north, most of the rain, at least, will be to the east side. Always the east side. Especially with the front coming down, we should have some sort of, with the shear, when we have a front coming down, we get a lot of wind shear ahead of that front. And that could create some gusty squalls, you get a little instability with these fronts coming down. We get different levels of the atmosphere spinning, and tornado chances go up a little bit, especially off the water. Just something to remember. I don't think you want to be out on the boat in the Gulf Saturday night or Sunday. Probably not a great idea. All right, here's the GFS rains. You can follow the path, and there you go. So pretty heavy rains on the GFS along the coast up in the Panhandle. GFS is a little trending to the east a tick, but that's some pretty hefty rain totals, 6, 7, 8, 9 inches along the coast. So that again, the heaviest rains, Friday night, Saturday rains pretty much focus here more than likely, and then Sunday everybody else. So if you live on I-4 North, Saturday should be okay. I-4 South is iffy. Sunday, maybe I-4 South is a little better than Saturday, but one of the 2 days you're going to get rain. I've never chased the balls out, Dale Kindberg. Hey, Aaron, well, I appreciate it, man. Apparently, we got a lot of haters out there. Yeah, so the front's coming. School starts, Yoli. Hey, what's up? Yoli, Loop Eddies. Hey, Brian, good point. Oh, Ellie, there is a storm coming after this one. There's strong signature of a wave coming that by the following weekend, this weekend coming up, Sunday, we could have a system nearing the islands again that's coming off of Africa now. So, and that one's showing up pretty well in the ensembles. It's going a little more west down there in the Caribbean below the islands. So Jamaica, who knows where after that. Universal on Sunday, I'd be watching close, Jolene. Flying into Orlando on Saturday, 2 p.m. Should be fine. Cruise out of Thursday. Heck, you'll be partying. It doesn't matter. You'll be fine, Matthew. I don't know. We'll talk about the next system later. Katrina just joined. Well, you missed all the fun, man. We were playing bingo, and somebody just won $1 million. Monopoly money. All right, so we got the front coming. We got Hebert box. Let's see what else we can show. We got all the website updated. I've been updating it all day. Got some great links on here. Just remember, everything on the storm is on this column right here. So everything you need. All links to the Hurricane Center stuff. I got the key messages I went ahead and added this year on the main page. More bold, because they have great stuff. When I shared these last season, I got a lot of response on them. These are like little keynotes, so they're on the page now. So read them; they're good. Interest for the Bahamas and Florida. Too soon to know the impacts. This thing stays north of Cuba, we can have a sneaky little low-end hurricane. I'm telling you. Just telling you. If it stays over Cuba and bounces off of Cuba coast, it's gonna get beat up a little bit. But just saying. These models always start out too conservative. The HWRF seems like it's always on it, but we'll see. I'm watching close. Yeah, everybody should be watching close. Look at the mantis clouds. That's usually a sign of tornado. Tornado run. All right, so that's that. We'll talk about the next week's system tomorrow morning, and go from there. Shear tendency right now pretty low. Here's the islands right here. We had an anti-cyclone build up over it earlier. Let's take a look at that. Let's see if it's still out there. It was pretty neat to look at. It's big time over it. Man, look at that. That is classic. Usually that really helps ventilate a system. when you get these upper level anticyclones over a developing storm. So that's classic structure right there. So it's got a little bit of positive going for it if it wants to organize. Dry air has been the question. Invest 93 got poofed. It's always a big challenge to keep this moisture field around, and that'll be the big question mark. A lot of dry air right now, but you always have dry air. Good systems figure out a way to fight it off. 93 behind it got completely absorbed by dry air. It's not even non-existent right now. Did we get a circle? Nope, we did not. I thought we would have for sure got a circle over here. This is that next wave coming here. Maybe 2 a.m. But so 93 is gone. It's not even on the. I took it off the website. It's gone. So, hey, look at this. Nope. Darn it. 18Z. All right. So we got 00Z models coming out at probably an hour. So if you want to follow what's next, so we'll have new modeling here at about 9:30. It's very important to focus on any shifts. The 11 o'clock NHC black line, in my opinion, has got to turn. I don't see any model support suggesting this thing doing that. So we should get a turn on the NHC showing up at 11. So that's a no. Oh, Shelly, where's your thing? I'll go out on a bold limb and say we'll see a turn. But I don't think they'll change intensity yet. All right. So, worst case scenario is the H4. If everybody else showing 1,000 millibars, so no stress yet. Just be watching. Anything else? So renew the page, Jeffrey. Man, I love this interaction stuff, man. Let me go to my paid site here because I don't think no one's coming up yet. Let's pull this up here. Nope. 18 on this one. You say you got it? Okay, let's see. Let's see if they're up yet. I thought they were around 9 o'clock Eastern. Oh, you're correct. Look at that. All right. So what do we see out of this? Do I have the other one up? Oh, we can compare the two. Okay, so we can look at. We can pull. These are 18Zs, so not really anything. Did they didn't change the official one? They don't make a track change until. Why does that look like a turn though? Well, we get a new track change at 11. So the official one is still the 5 o'clock one. But there you go, West Coast Florida. So no big changes. The real question, I'm telling you, from what I see, I don't see it going much past here. This seems like the likely path, but we'll see. We'll see what the NHC does. So it really hasn't changed. The only thing, like the UK model. Ready? UK model. The old GFDL HMON. Maybe. If not, try again. So water temps hype. Hey Michael, I'm trying hard, buddy. Trying hard to hype, man. I don't know what to do to get it more hype. Water temps hot. Yes, another great site if you really want to go to this site right here, Custom Storm Products. And if you click on that, I love this site. You can we showed it earlier today, but you can literally embed all kinds of graphics. We have the sea surface temperatures going in a little hotter water. Right now it's under 28, going to 29. We can look at the ocean heat content, starting to enter this super duper hot water, deep hot water. And somebody who mentioned, I'm sorry, we were going to talk about loop eddies and I totally got sidetracked. Imagine that I got sidetracked. Loop eddies. Nothing really. That big old loop eddy we've been following. When we first started the season, this little guy was like this. We've been watching it grow. It's kind of ended up heading towards New Orleans. So we would not want a storm to go here because that's a lot of hot water. That looks like Elon Musk. That's a starship. So no loop eddies, just a normal Gulf Stream. It'll pass over. So that's good. But the water's still hot. That's the other thing. I mean, it's not. I think we're pretty much ticking above average a little bit. This is your anomaly map. Another better map here is the satellite map here, and we can zoom in a little quicker, and you can see the anomaly map. A little warmer than normal. Why is that so big? Oh well. Oh, because I zoomed the wrong spot. This is the anomaly map, and it basically just shows that the waters are warmer than average right now. So, so yeah, a lot of. And then what kind of frontal? I hate looking at long range shear forecasts, but we can do that anyway. So the GFS is good for that. We can look at the shear for the next couple days, and let's see if we can see anything. We'll see that front coming down, and here we are. Our storm's way down here. So really, we're going to start looking about right here. This is Wednesday, Thursday, and it looks like a little shear. There is going to be some. I've heard chat. I also heard that southwest shear sometimes can help a system spin, but that's long way away. So I don't know. Shear changes every day. This is a 200 millibar jet stream level, and it's doesn't look bad. There's a euro. All right, let's look at the individual runs real quick, and then we'll slow her down a little bit. So individual runs, years ago, that's all we looked at. This is Sunday morning, 1010, tropical tidbits. 1010, GFS, Sunday morning, 1010. Heading up to Panhandle, 1004. A little strengthening, makes sense, right? Gets over that Gulf, gets a little stronger. 1004, still nothing to worry about. Euro brings it across kind of the same path as the H Wharf, and 1010, 1009, turns up into the mountains. Latest icon, which we love, is showing the H Wharf path, South Florida. So you get the idea here on the path, whatever it is, it's kind of pointing right towards South Florida with a turn around the Big Bend area, then it goes back out. So that's the Euro icon, and that's pretty. And the CMC is finally caught up to everybody else. It's still a little bit more, but it's not crazy now. That's 1002. So so it makes sense, right? Anything, any Gulf, all this area here, it's going to be trying to reorganize. So I guess it's just a matter of how much it gets beat up over the mountains, and nobody knows if it's going to go north of the mountains or not. Heck, man, we talked about it this morning. Last year, we seen a storm freaking wiggle right through the damn gap here. It totally missed both mountains. This one's far enough north, though. It could impact Puerto Rico and maybe go to the north and then stay north of Cuba. So, man, I go everywhere. Lightning. We had a lot of lightning, man. Indians. I don't think it's going to die off the coast of. And let's talk about this. So, 65 mile an hour Eta. We had surge on the west coast of Florida. This thing gets up there a little more intensity. We're going to be talking about surge again. But it's what we learned with Elsa. The difference between Elsa and Eta. Eta was a more deepening, solid bands of radar and lowering pressures. Lowering pressures impact surge. Lowering pressures. Here's Ada's radar, by the way. But we had constant banding with Ada and never lost its punch, and it still pumped in all four quadrants and was able to continually push right into the bay there. Elsa was the opposite. Elsa completely got squashed and the pressures went from 1,000 to like 1,007 in like an hour. Poof! Right there, boom! The Indians. There's a myth that the Indians are protecting Tampa Bay. So, what's up, Agua? How you doing there from Tallahassee? No, I don't want to say no chance of Texas, but about that much. Somebody's got emotional support. Jaden, yeah. Sandy, we had big surge flooding in South Tampa. You are right. That was that video I posted earlier. We had a lot of surge. People didn't talk about it. Yeah, the Keys. I'll be watching close. Listen, the only good thing is, hey, Ingrid, please do. Tell them, ABC loves us. ABC is a great supporter. So, anyway, that's it. So, rundown. OZ models are out. Yep, we just got them there, Sharon. And it didn't change too much. Let's see if they're updated on this site. No. Levi had them. Somewhere. Let's go back. Levi, these are all computer derived. They come out. But here you go. Here's the 00Zs. So we got a couple drunk donkeys on these. These are these are the outliers. But you can see that general path. So no big changes, really. We're not really talking any changes. It just seems that we haven't really diagnosed any upper level winds or anything like that yet. But what we're gonna be looking at come man, I didn't even touch my Mountain Dew. All right, so over the weekend, we can see here there's going to be high pressure system dominating here, a little high built in. And remember originally 93 was expected to curve, or 92. That was because this high was building in. So there's the high. It's still supposed to be there, and that's keeping our system trucking along. And then we're going to see this weakness come in from that front right there. Here's our front coming in, and we get a weakness. I always do that. And there's our weakness. So as our time goes, this weakness shifts east, and our system goes along with it. Except for the GFS, it's kind of not playing by the rules, but there's a little weakness there. Great representation. My buddy Dennis Phillips says the Euro is king when it comes to upper level winds, and you can see that it's following along between the two high pressure systems. So the Euro might not do a good job predicting strength, but it does a good job of predicting upper level wind patterns. And there's that frontal weakness, and it finds that gap and shoots it up. So that, that's consistent. Here's the CMC. There's the gap, high pressure lingering, and it'll do the same thing. It actually pushes a little bit more to the panhandle, but same concept. So, and this would be Monday. Because remember, it's tricky. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This is Monday because Florida's a big state. So it can start out late Friday, early Saturday down in the south, and it can still be moving on north Monday. And of course, you got to wonder what can happen in that time span. Especially when it's sitting over the hot water. So anyway, all right, cool man and mans. The camping flags. We'll work on it. Keith, you missed everything. You go back and watch it, though. Did I say snow? Agua, no snow. Let's go to Twitter, though. Let's see what Twitter's saying. So we got some cool updates coming up. At 11 o'clock, we may get Fred, maybe. Why is my Twitter frozen? Twitter. So maybe Fred. We'll see. Got some dry air to the south. But NHC is definitely expecting it to at least be a tropical storm by morning. And we'll see. So no big news. All right. We'll just watch it. Watch, wait, and see, right? See what it does. The H-Wharf is, if you want the worst model on the planet, look at the H-Wharf. And then everybody else is a little bit less than that. But Rainy tropical juice regardless coming for Florida. And we've been talking about that a long time. A long time, it seems like. When did we start talking about this? Photos. It seems like we've been talking about this forever. I don't know how long we've been talking about it. A long time. Here's a good map. This was posted August 6th, but there's our juice for August 13th. Models did a really good job picking up on this about a week ago. Following weekend. Oh, that was 4 days ago. There's a good map. This is 5 days ago. Euro for Friday, the August 13th. So it did a good job. It didn't predict the other one fizzling. It's fun to go back and look at the models and see what we're looking at. So all right. So we will be live in the morning, 9:19 for the Daily Brew. Shelly's gonna get some sleep. And wait for the new 11 o'clock. So don't go to bed. You only got like an hour and a half. Usually 10:30 Eastern, they'll post the new NHC advisory. Shutter alert. No shutters. Cold brew in the morning. Agua. Razor down. The Rays ain't even on today, Vicky. What are you talking about? I thought they were off today. Don't tell me that. Are you teasing me? I thought they were off because I'd be mad. I would have had them on. I think they're off today. Dale Kindberg, tell me, buddy. They should be off today. I don't think they're playing. You're teasing me. You're watching a replay or something. Tomorrow, Red Sox. Man, we just got done playing the Red Sox. They're off, Brian. Right. Hey, fast bow tie. I assume you like Chevys. How would I know that? Anything else? All right, we'll turn this into a 5-minute wrap-up session. So that was it. No more weather talk. No more. We'll just see what you guys are talking about. Dustin, you're going to be right on that edge, Samantha, of maybe some rain Sunday. Maybe. I wouldn't cancel any plans in the Panhandle. Michael, this kind of feels like deja vu with Elsa. I don't even remember what the hell Elsa. You know, I got such a damn bad memory with storms. We'll have to look it up. I mean, I was out chasing the damn thing. I go on to the next one. I don't even think about it. Look at that. So yeah, well, this one stayed south though. Here's Elsa. Oh, why can't I remember that? So there's Elsa. It stayed a little south. You know, it kind of just makes sense if you think about it. So the distance gap here about the same, right? And technically, it's kind of coming in at the same angle. So if you measure the gap, it's almost the same. You know, indicating the high pressure pretty consistent. So what else we got? Freddie, everybody's talking about Friday 13th. Is that this week? Yep. 4 days from now. Banjo, yep, about 10:45. We'll see if they issue any tropical storm warnings up for Puerto Rico, maybe Virgin Islands. Generator block. Ah, perfect. In fact, I got a picture I was going to share everybody, Jeffrey. Came out amazing. Irwin Electric. Highly recommend. They did my neighbors. They got this cool little contraption making it impossible to the only way to turn my generator block on, you have to flip the main one. This thing drops down. Then I can turn on my outside breaker. And then, of course, the outside plug came up really nice. Very happy with it. So I can't wait. Check out the fish I caught today. Can you believe that? I got a little pond in our backyard. I had to take a break, man. I can only sit in the computer so long. I just started fishing again. Man, I went years and never fished. And I'm like, we got a nice little lake. We should fish. My neighbor did it the other day, and I was jealous. He's like, "Yeah, you got all these fish in your backyard." I'm like, "I do." And man, my God, I caught that one. It was huge. Stupid little worm, man. But I have learned. So when Dylan Hubbard had me down on his show, I did my homework, and when there's thunder and lightning and pressure drops, fish bite. Last 2 nights, as soon as the thunder came out, as soon as the cloud coverage came out, fish started biting. I did not eat that fish, Teresa. No. I even took a video. I was so confident that I was going to catch this thing. I was holding. I just had a feeling like I was going to catch it. But check this out. What was that going on? What's all that noise? Look at this. This is the most craziest, coolest thing. I got it in slow motion. Look. Watch it. Watch. All right, so I'm holding the camera while I'm trying to reel it in. Now, wow, I got it in slow motion. Look at it. Look at the size. Fucking thing was like this big, man. That's a little pond in the back. Look at the thing. Splashdown. 9.8. Oh my God, I saw this stupid little worm, man. I love it. I'm addicted now. Broke my damn pole though, the tip of it. Probably because I keep the pole outside, and it's probably more sun rot or sun dried out than anything. That thing was huge, man. I'm gonna be in the bass tournaments. I doubt it. I get very impatient if they're not biting. That was fun though. So we moved into our house. The lady we bought it from told us that she used to feed the fish bread. We have gators back there. Tampa, Chris. I think Saturday we'll be fine here. I think. Oh man, I would think afternoon things start going downhill Saturday afternoon. So if you got anything planned Saturday morning in Central Florida, my gut feeling, Ashley. I do have a pretty big generator. Thanks to Furman. No, I got a Furman. I don't know. I think that, I think upper end tropical storm is very possible. South Florida. Minimal cane can't be ruled out. My H-Wharf rarely lets me down. So, upper tropical storm. It's got a lot of dry air tonight. I mean, it's not really the healthiest looking system right now, though. So it's got a little more work to do. Earlier today, I had a really good looking core, but it's not really looking all that impressive right now. So I don't know if they have enough data they can call it Fred or not. I don't know. But as far as anything rapidly intensifying, no way. It will get beat up over Hispaniola, and it will take time to come back. But anyway, tri-fuel. Central Florida, not Pinellas. Jack, same thing. It's going to be coming up right alongside of, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So, Saturday impacts here, Sunday impacts here, Monday impacts here. That's my gut. And the NHC does have a really good graphic now that they added a couple years ago that's earliest that you might feel winds. This is tricky because the center could be here on Friday 8 a.m., but it's the squall lines that could be inching in way out ahead of it. So even though the center is down here, when you see this graphic, it's just basically telling you that the squall lines can start reaching tropical storm force winds. So this is kind of confusing. Last couple of times I've shown it, this is not the center position. This is where you might see squall lines. So the center could be here, but we could have squall lines as early as, Friday 8 a.m. Not the center of the storm, which is a little confusing sometimes. But the wave behind, we'll talk about that in the morning. There is good signature that we could see a wave coming in behind. And I guess we'll just show a couple maps. But it's been consistently showing. We go out a week and we'll stop it here. This is Sunday-ish. And these are your European ensembles. So time frame, Sunday-ish. I say ish because they speed up, slow down. But we could have our next wave entering this Sunday. And then, where it goes. Well, let's see. A lot of the modeling had it going due west. Some of them now are starting to pull up a little bit. But way too early right now to stress about that one. It's just, we're going to be in that enhanced MJO still, and it is the season. Let's see, 7 days out on the GFS here, and there's our wave popping into the scene, and then we go 15 days. Forget about it. 12 days. So I scratch my head in real life because it's inchy. So anyway, yep, no Louis or Hunter. They're sleeping with the girls. So cool beans. All right. Well, we got a lot to watch. 'Tis the season. Yep. And, keeping, it's, I guess bottom line, it's not extremely organized tonight. So it is showing a little spin, but mid-level is not very organized yet. So the longer it takes, it's showing a little vorticity there, but it's got very low wind shear. They look too bad. They might pull the trigger at 11 o'clock. We'll see. We'll see. Got lot of days to watch this one. It's only Monday, so Wednesday it'll be over the mountains, and we'll start to really know by Thursday what kind of shape it's in. But don't rule out, don't rule out something stronger than a nothing burger, because pretty much all the models now are at least showing something halfway organized. 1,003, it's not crazy, but we're seeing. I keep showing, but 1,004, 1,003 euro, so they're all at least showing a little something trying to organize here. Here's the icon, 1,004 off the coast of Florida. So, and that would be Monday. A little slower now. The icon was fast, now it's slow, but it's still down here on Sunday. That's why Saturday. Don't be. I don't think Saturday is going to be a washout for the whole state. Saturday down here, yes. But Sunday is the day that it's a big question how many people get what. So, cool beans. All right, well, closing time, Shelly. Go to bed, Shelly. All right, cool. So we'll see you guys. I'll be posting the 11 o'clock in an hour and a half. And then I'll be up really early. We'll start digesting models. So I'll probably start posting at 6 o'clock in the morning. Website will be always going live. The app is working good. Cat 5 supporters, we're going to try to get you guys the app info. Just be patient. Just understand there's nothing on the app that isn't really on the website. So you're not missing out on anything that you need to have, But we really were blown away by the support to become a little bit more support. So anyway, all right. No drunk post tonight, maybe. I doubt it. tomorrow night's Taco Tuesday, and then Wednesday I talked my mom and going to trivia at our local bar and grill. I can't believe she said yes. She's 81 years old and she's going to kick everybody's ass. I'm telling you. I'm going to film it. This lady is like, she's doing crossword puzzles and she answers everything on Jeopardy. Like, what was the 15th century Beethoven's cousin's brother's wife's name that died in a wishing well? And she'll be like, Madam. I'm like, why? Who the fuck?